Attention coolers, I bring you updating news regarding the injuries of two Barcelona's midfielders Gavi and Frenkie de Jong. Starting off with Gavi, who had been experiencing some knee pain where he had the ACL injury 2 seasons ago, it was determined that there was a possibility that he could undergo a special type of surgery procedure. It was an arthroscopic cleaning procedure that he was supposed to receive on the knee where he had that ACL injury. But this wasn't necessarily because the ACL injury had been fractured or anything like that. Instead, he has just been experiencing discomfort, which is why this cleansing procedure was thought about. However, other sources have confirmed that Barcelona decided not to perform the surgery procedure on Gavi at this moment. Currently, the plan is to continue with conservative treatment for the following 3 weeks. If the player improves, he will return to playing, but if the pain remains, only then other scenarios would be considered. These news came out yesterday, meaning that Gavi could be set to miss a significant amount of games past the Champions League match against Newcastle. The second player is Frenkie de Jong. It has been confirmed that Frenkie de Jong suffered a slight injury to his external obturator on his right leg. But just like Gavi's situation, we still don't know how long he's exactly set to be out for. With both of these injuries, we just have to be thankful that Hansi Flick still has other availabilities in the midfield that he can substitute for them temporarily. Still though, coolers, I would encourage you guys to please pray for both of these players' recovery so that they can be back as soon as possible. And as well, pray for our other players that they don't also get injured, because I don't know what we'll do without them. Coolers.
Barcelona is officially parting ways with Robert Lewandowski, and the striker who replaces him might actually surprise you. Coolers, for more videos like this, please drop a follow and let's get to this. Diario Sport reported today that Barcelona won't be renewing Robert Lewandowski's contract. They're going to be letting him go on a free, and instead the club plans to rely on Ferran Torres as their long-term striker. Now, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down why this makes sense, but at the same time, why it doesn't make sense. First off, Lewandowski leaving is what makes sense. His age, his performance, his injuries, his dip in performance especially, show that Barcelona aren't just crazy and wanting to let him go. Now, sure, some fans are going to be arguing that Barcelona may have gotten a few millions off of this, but this is a reality and we just have to deal with it. Now, here's why it doesn't make sense, and I'm going to just plant this big picture right here. Why Ferran Torres? When Barcelona can go out in the next summer transfer window and buy a striker like Julian Alvarez, why are they going to be relying on Ferran Torres to be that long-term striker for Barcelona? Now, sure, he does well. He did well under Hansi Flick last season, but I just don't think that he can be that long-term striker. I think he did well under Hansi Flick last season because he came off the bench. Namely, what I'm trying to say is that Ferran Torres doesn't do well under pressure. If you put him there as a number 9 for Barcelona and you expect him to get you a goal every single match, I really don't think that he has the ability to do that. Now, he may prove me wrong, and if he does so, then great for Barcelona, but I just don't see that in him at this very moment. A second reason why I don't think Ferran Torres should be this long-term replacement is because in terms of talent and performance, as I've mentioned, there's better names. In Barcelona, they've been selling the players the summer transfer window. Do not tell me that they don't have the ability to go and buy a striker like Julian Alvarez in the next summer. If they have to break the bank and only buy Julian Alvarez, then please bring him in. You have names like Marc Guehi that you could potentially get on a free this January transfer window, so you don't have to even spend a single dime on a new defender. So just go all out and get Julian Alvarez, but do not rely on Ferran Torres, because, again, I'm not trying to disrespect Ferran Torres, but I just think that there's better names that we can rely on, which brings me to my third point, and that is namely being, again, not trying to disrespect Ferran Torres, but that I don't think that we can trust him as the main man for that number 9 position for the years to come. I think that when we see the lineup and we see Ferran Torres there every single match, that's not going to give us the same reassurance that a name like Julian Alvarez, Lamine Yamal, and Rafinha would give us. And again, this is no disrespect to Ferran Torres. He's a great player, but I just don't think that he should be the main number 9, the main starter for Barcelona. I think he's great when he comes off the bench. I think that he has a great mentality, but not for a starting 11 position. But coolers, that is my opinion, and as usual, I welcome criticism, so please let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment sections. For more content like this, drop a follow, leave a like, and as usual, God bless.